Hey guys, what's up? Hello, welcome back to another Scuffed Iron Man video. In the last episode we did a bunch of Zora and we did some barrows because unfortunately we could not do any Zora runs. But, we'll be back and we'll be back better than ever and we'll be able to get more than just half of Zora finished. But anyway, I think for this episode we're going to be focused on just Slayer. And I think to start off with, I just want to do a quest which is the Getting Ahead quest, which is helping out this Gordon and his wife with some people or something attacking his cattle. And by completing this, we should unlock a new boss for the Nightmare Zone, and that should increase our points per hour. And we do need to finish that imbued Slayer helm before we start Slayer grinding, so it'll be helpful. And we're going to be primarily prioritizing using melee for this. So let's help Gordon. Sorry, little bear cub. I need your fur. It's nothing personal. To start investigating what's been scaring this farm and the animals in here, we're going to use a pot of flour on this door, and we should be able to see some little paw prints or something. Trace the path back to this cave, and there's actually a safe spot in here to... How is a headless beast attacking this cattle? How does he even eat? Gordon did ask me to bring back the head of the beast that's been attacking his cattle, but, can't really bring back the head of a beast that was a headless beast. The beast is dead, and we don't have a head to give you, so I guess you won't give me a reward for having no head. Now, his wife Mary is recommending that we should actually just make our own head of it, and we could say that's the beast, and he's never seen the beast, so he doesn't know what it looks like. So here's the proof. Now we just mount the head and that should be it. And that was Getting Ahead quest completed, and we got a little bit of XP out of it, but nothing too crazy for us. But now we have a new boss for the Nightmare Zone, and let's go AFK and get some points. Hey look, there's the no head beast that we just killed earlier, and we're only 100,000 points off, so just an hour of NMZ we should have it. But we'll just edit videos, and when we die, we die. Finished off the Nightmare Zone set, and we got a total of 240,000 reward points. And compared to getting 17 or 170,000, we're getting 180,000 from the quest we just finished. And now we have enough points to imbue this Slayer helm. And there we go. 1,125,000 gone to upgrade into an imbued Slayer helm. And it's a lot cooler because even though it gives us that 16% melee accuracy and bonus, we got a ranged and magic bonus in accuracy and damage. So well worth it. Also, its base stats are plus magic and range stat versus being negative, so another plus to it. And although we spent a few hours in the Nightmare Zone just getting a bunch of points to imbue our Slayer helm, which gives us the range and the magic bonus, and already has the innate melee bonus, we're going to be just doing melee training with this. But right now, we have a spiritual creatures task that I don't want to do, and I do want to get a herb sack and a rune pouch, and those are both like almost 500 points each, so we're going to do some Slayer point boosting. So that's going to happen by canceling whatever task we have now. If we start a new streak, and yeah, we're gonna do 9 Turiel tasks, and then we're gonna do the last one on Konar because we get the 10th bonus point on Slayer points on there. So, and if point boosting sounds kind of confusing, it's basically every time you complete a Slayer task, you get a set amount of points, and each Slayer teacher has a different level of points you get depending on how difficult they are. So we're going to be using Konar, which is every task should be 18 and every 10th is 90. And Neve is also great for training because she can give us a lot of XP, and she gives 12 for each task and 60 for the 10th. So what we're going to do is do 9 with Turiel, which gives us 0 points every single time, but they're super easy and short. Then we just do the 10th one on Konar. So it's really high Slayer points, but really bad XP an hour. So if you want to think about the trade-off, it's just XP versus points and points versus XP. Another piece of upgrade we need to do is get a new torso I mean, we have the rune plate body and the Derek's top, but they don't give strength bonuses. So we want to get the barbarian top, but we're gonna have to spend like at least a day just doing barbarian assault at the barbarian assault minigame. But well, I mean, that's eventually. And also we can upgrade our amulet power to a glory, but we don't have a crafting level to make a glory, but we can get it from one of our clues boxes that we have stacked up. So let's just hope that, you know, inside those we'll have one, but we're not going to open up any of our caskets and our brimstone keys until we finish. Also, another reason why we're doing Konar instead of Neve is that although Neve gives like more XP and like kind of cool drops, Konar has the chance of dropping brimstone keys, and those brimstone keys on average are about 100,000 gold and rewards, so they're also really nice, and they're also good supplies as well. Don't mind all the monkey corpses laying around. I forgot how terrible the monkey death noises are. I lied. The herb sack and the rune pouch are 750 points, so we're gonna have to get both of those, and we're also gonna want to have points for buying Slayer rings and eventually unlocking the thing to create our own Slayer rings. And we also want to unlock Gargoyle Smasher and maybe a few more of these. And we're also gonna have to Basilisk too. And we're also gonna want to have some extra points to extend tasks that we want and have spare tasks for skipping. So we'll be boosting for a while. Let's at least get the herb pouch at least, and then we can just go back to just grinding out Neve and Konar. I missed it, but I got 68 Slayer because I left my auto retaliate on. But tasks like these where they drop a bunch of herbs is where that herb sack would be nice to have, because I could load up to like 28 herbs in the sack instead of lugging around and trying to inventory management it with everything else I have. And now with 9 Turiel tasks done, I will see what we get from Konar, and we get, hey, that's actually a pretty good XP task. And now I'm not really going to show any more clips of how this works, but that's just, we're going to do 9 Turiel, 1 Konar, 9 Turiel, 1 Konar, and we're going to do that for a while, and eventually just straight XP gains after that. Okay, last interjection. The only hard part about Konar is that she only assigns you in very specific locations, so you can't just do it anywhere. So we got assigned the Koran dungeon, which is kind of cool, but they're a higher level, but we get better drops from here. And I guess I'm not going to show anything else while I do this point boosting and XP gains, unless for levels and cool drops. So 74 strength. First brimstone key of the trip, or this grind. Another brimstone key. 79 hit points. Another brimmy key. 10th task complete, so 90 points. And now we just go get Arterial, do it for 9 more times, and repeat. This wolf task gives me some good memories on White Wolf Mountain, because on my way to travel to Catherby on my first day of getting membership, this is where I got stacked out by these wolves and lost my hardcore status. Good times. Oh, we got a 1 in 5 full drop and a collection log, and it's a little bit of fashion seat because you can't get these with the colored. We only can get the blue ones from the Magic Guild. So we got some cool little gloves. Well, only just like a few minutes later, we got another duplicate of the Mystic Gloves Light. 75 strength. I know I was supposed to just do a melee only Slayer grind, but we got a Calphite task, and yeah, I could just kill the small workers for just quick XP and get the points and keep going, because I know I'm boosting to get points, but I'll just take a break AFK here and just kill guardians, which compared to the soldiers have a better drop table for keys and items, and this also gives me a lot of time just to AFK hang out, probably edit some videos during this, so short little break for me. This dude came into my world and he asked me if he could place his cannon down for his Slayer task, and I was chill with it because I'm just AFK in this one Calphite Guardian here too, but yeah, he asked me. Who said consent's not sexy? 75 Hunter. Well, I'm just going to be doing birdhouses all the way until, I don't know, never going to train this skill unless I have to. Another Brimmy Key. Pretty sure I killed an Amber Inspector before, but we got a combat task out of it. Tasks like Amber Inspectors is the reason why we want that herb sack. Like, look how many herbs we're getting on this trip, and we're not even like close to being done with it. Also, these guys' like defenses are so much lower than those Deviant Inspectors in the whatever it's called, the Koran dungeon or whatever it is. This is so much easier. Another Brimmy Key. Another Brimmy Key. Nice. I forgot to do this after we finished Desert Treasure, but from if we talk to Elvis out here in the desert, we should be able to get a Ancient Staff for 80k. And now we just gotta go change our prayer to the Ancient Spellbook, and we're gonna go do Ice Barrage at the Jellies, because this is actually gonna be some pretty good magic XP in the Karen Catacomb. So let's go change our spellbook, and it should be really quick because I think we have quick access to the backside of this pyramid. Going in from the back, and we should be able to just pray at the altar, and our prayer book should be, or not prayer book, our spellbook should be changed to Ice Burst. And time to go buy some water runes, and let's go bursting. I finally found a world, and let's just see if we do this right. All we have to do is splash a bunch of them, and then we're going to bring them to a corner and rinse and repeat. So let's walk into this corner, and they should all just travel to us. Now we just stand here and splash. Another brimstone key. Like, the really cool part about barraging is, like, you can see that we're getting like 120k magic XP an hour, but that's probably not like my most efficient. But since we're on the ancient spellbook, we don't have high alch on us, so we can't pick up a lot of this stuff, so we're actually losing out on a lot of money, but our XP is also pretty insane. But I think I'm ending it for tonight, and we'll be back in a few hours. But I guess there's a bank right here, because all we have to do is enter the hole, and we just walk straight down to the catacombs, but we might lose out on some XP if we hit the bank. But I don't know, I'm a greedy little penny pincher, so we might be doing that anyway. 73 magic. Gotta shuffle the jellies down. And now they're in this nice little stack above my cat. And now I just stand here and we Ice Burst. Now the annoying part of switching to the ancient spellbook is running all the way back to the pyramid. I mean, we'll get this scepter someday, but not anytime soon. And then I don't think we'll be bursting too often unless we get a cool task that just is like the jellies, maybe like Dust Devils. Dust Devils is going to be kind of cool once we get more of those tasks, but we're just going to be boosting for now. And we only need one more boost, then we can afford our herb sack. And I think we're going to keep point boosting just for a little bit longer after that, because we want points just in case we're skipping and blocking. So more tutorial for us. Look at this superior hand. It's kind of gross looking. Found a left skull half at the Enkus, and I'm still missing a few more pieces, and I can make that whatever skull scepter, and then I get teleports to the stronghold of security. But I don't know if I really want to grind that unless it's on task, but I don't know, I don't really see a use for this stronghold teleport. Finished my Enkus task, and I kind of forgot that on the 50th and 100th task you actually get extra points. So instead of getting 60, I think we got 270 points out of it. That actually means we have enough points to buy a herb sack. And if we buy this, I think collection log item, and I think we have enough points where we don't have to do any more material boosting. I think we could just go straight to just doing Neve for a while. I think we still want to unlock Vassal Locked and get some extensions, but I'll research for a little bit more as we go. So let's just go get some Neve tasks and continue getting Slayer XP. The only annoying thing about using Neve rather than Konar is that since Konar is literally just like a few blocks away from just the fairy ring, for Neve I actually have to take the spirit tree all the time and go to the gnome stronghold and then walk a few more blocks to go there, so I could take the Hardy Cloak and take the spirit tree, or I just teleport to the GE. So I haven't decided which one I want to do yet, but just a little bit more out of the way. Hey Neve, starting a grind with you, so what are you going to give me for the first task? Oh, that's nice. And since we have a Bloodville task, I think it's time to buy an upgrade. We're going to buy the Dwarf Cannon, which is equivalent to basically just a 1 mil in total stuff. And that's going to just help speed up our task when we have a bunch of multi-combat stuff. And now with this, we should be able to, or make it out here. With this, we should have to go make a bunch more steel bars, and we need to make some cannonballs. Here's what setting up the cannon looks like. And it is also nice having our 2 mil cash stack. But yeah, we'll see it when we get back to Bloodfields later. Also, just remember that underneath Valor, the mining guild is here, and there's actually this triple iron position right next to a deposit box. So I could just stand here, not move around, and just take my way out of like maybe a few hundred, or should we just go for 1,000? I don't know, maybe a few hundred. This is so much better than teleporting to the monastery, mining, and walking to the bank and teleporting back. This is literally just like, I don't even have to move my mouse. I don't have to move my screen. Just, it's right there. And with this tree, we get 85 farming, and we can now access the high tier of the farming guild and also do high level contracts. They're not a lot better than medium ones, but it's going to be hard to do them because now we have like a bigger variety of contracts and things we could plan. And we made a bunch of steel bars with the iron at the blast furnace, and we're just going to turn them into cannonballs tonight. It's about 159.6 seconds per inventory of steel bars to turn into cannonballs. So basically 3 minutes of straight AFK. It's super slow, so we average about 500 steel bars to turn into 2,160 cannonballs per hour. So we might be here for 2 hours about. Well, long night. 66 smithing. And we actually have access to mithril plate legs and plate skirts now, and that's going to be another good training method for us once we finally making mithril bars. I finally found a world for my Bloodfields task, and let's just see how fast the 123 Bloodfields go. And it's loaded with the dwarf cannon, and we should start going at it. 76 strength. I should probably make some expeditious bracelets, which gives a 25% chance of having a kill count as 2 kills, or I should actually spend some Slayer points and probably block this Iron Dragon's task and all the other Metal Dragon's tasks. Like, I'm maybe doing around a kill every 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, so XP's not good at all, and the drops are pretty mediocre at most, but I'll just sit through this for this one, and in the future we'll probably get rid of it though. I have no purpose of doing anything in here, but just walked right into the high level part of the farming guild. Going to invest some points into getting Basilocked so we could start fighting some basilisks. And where is it? I think we also want to get Reptile Got Ripped so we can do Lizard Shamans to try to get that 1 in 5,000 Dragon Warhammer. But how much points do we have? Well, only 100 left. We'll be okay. And we get Brine Rats, Obligatory Genie, and straight onto Herblore. Level 70 Slayer. Oh, we could do Kurasks now. Let's hope we get that as our next task. We got a Spiritual Creatures task, which would be cool if we had like level 83 Slayers, which we could do the higher level Spiritual Creatures, and we could get the Dragon Boots, which would be an upgrade from our Climbing Boots. But since we don't do that, I want to skip it. But they also have a 1 in 127 chance of dropping a Rune Halberd, which is a hard clue task, so I think we'll do it. 83 ranged. We got it. In 120 kills, we got the 1 in 127 kills. Yeah, I don't know when we're ever going to get that task, but if we ever do, we have one now. Nearing the end of our trip, and we have 80 hit points. And we're close to 93 combat now. It took us 180 kills to get our Black Mask or about, but we had a cave horror task, and we've only about 40 kills in. We got another Black Mask. I don't have a purpose for another Black Mask, but the odds are getting better, I guess. Climbing down these rocks from Trollheim is actually a hard wilderness task, and you can't climb back up it, so I just hope that we don't get caught by anyone on our way out. And of course the next task is another wilderness task. And of course another wilderness step. I just realized that yesterday when we were doing that spiritual mages grind and I wanted that Rune Halberd, you can actually buy a Rune Halberd from Tyrus Camp. So I didn't even have to do that grind earlier. That's straight going onto our block list. Huh. This 45 law rune drop is actually a 1 in 2,731. 77 strength, and we're at 93 combat now. Ooh, 99 kills in, we finally get our first Dark Totem top. I think now that we have all 3 pieces, we can take on Skatizo if we want. But I don't think we're strong enough, so we'll just keep on grinding, and if we get more pieces by the end of when we feel like we're strong enough, we'll take them on. Like, as much as I like this Bloodvault task, I got like 3 hard clue scrolls in the last 120 kills when these are supposed to be in 1 in 120. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but I'm supposed to get Slayer XP, not clue scrolls. I was trying to get a few more kills before I went to go do my hard clue scroll, and I got a Dragon Med Helm, which is actually a 1 in 5,461 chance drop. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I'll take it. It's an elite clue scroll object, so I will take it. And also, I don't know. I get, yeah, more clue scrolls the better, right? Ooh, a Lizardman task. This is actually pretty good because we need more Lizardman fangs so we could get more charges in our Xerx's Talisman so we get more teleports around the core end area. And this also gives us a chance to try taking on the Lizardman Shamans. I think they're supposed to be hard, but you know, a 1 in 5,000 drop for a Dragon Warhammer? Let's give it a go. And I know the Lizardmen actually reside in this Lizardman temple and they have this little like cube area that they exist in. But there's actually a Slayer only Lizardman cave around here, which I'm gonna try out because it's a little less mechanic-y because they can shoot these little purple guys and like these blobs and they can jump in there and stomp on you. And in the Slayer cave, they actually don't stomp on you. So I'm gonna go over there and it should be less things to worry about for our first time at the Lizardman Shamans. The unfortunate part is, since we have never done a Chamber of Xerx's raid before, we can't use the teleport to get right here and we just walk right over to the mountain guy and run over. So I guess our best bet is we're going to teleport to the DJR at the Chasm of Fire and we could just run all the way down, or yeah, that's going to be our best way. Or we go to down here, but a little bit of walk, but a lot of prayer potions. These trips should last a while, hopefully. Also, we're also have to wear the Shazian 5 tier armor because that actually negates all the damage they do with their poison or from one of their special attacks. But we have some anti-poisons just in case, so I don't think these give us much bonus, but it gives us the defense we need. I think it's just protect against range, and let's hope that this goes pretty swell. Look at these big boys. Oh, I don't want to take this guy's map. First kill, and we get a combat task completed and some herbs. Now let's just hope that we get that 1 in 5,000 drop. Obligatory imp random event straight onto Herbler. And on our second kill, we actually got a mythic earth battle staff that we don't really care about. But, you know, it's always cool to get cool stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's reset. I don't have any more food, but yeah, decent trip. This is about like 100k worth of alcohols. And I don't know if we have mystic earth staffs before, but kind of cool. Yeah, well, I don't think we need more food. I think it's more focusing on prayer flicking continuously because sometimes I just forget and miss up. But also just like the little purple guys I don't see at the last second. And I think I could just use the bank right at the Chambers of Xerx's, but I just have to get to this guy in the first place. And that Rune Warhammer will go straight into our little clue box. And this is actually a hard clue step, same with this Rune Spear. So, like another collection to us. Collection log piece, a 1 in 1,000 Dragon Spear. And actually, if I wasn't wearing my Ring of Wealth right now, this would be a 1 in 10,000, but or 1 in 9,008 to be exact. And I'm not too sure how this works. I think this is the one where you could just push other players. So this is a good PKing weapon, but useless for us. Additionally, we should be able to dismantle this talisman for a bunch of fangs that we could put right onto our other talisman for a bunch more charges. Now I don't have to worry about spamming teleporting around Korend. 71 Slayer. Oh, I looked away to get my recording turned on and I died. I was like really risking it on the last one too. I had like one prayer left, so I used a prayer dose, so I kind of wasted it. But with one lizard man left, we better get this 1 in 5,000 drop. Come on, give me the 1 in 5,000. And we did not, but I'll take a talisman. More teleports for us. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 1 in 5,000 Dragon Warhammer drop from our 100 Lizard Shamans, but you know, another chance. And unfortunately, we also died on the last one, so we just had to run back. But anyway, I think we're gonna end the video really soon on this clip. And I think for the next goal, we're just gonna get a bunch of skills out because we want to get our Ash Sanctifier, but that requires us to get the Hard Diary from the Korin and Kebos. And that also requires us to get 75 smithing. So that's going to be a while to get that. So it also gives me a little break to just do a bunch of Slayer or skilling stuff. And then we'll just get back to Slayer because that Ash Sanctifier basically just buries the ashes we get and for half the XP. But it just doesn't require us to pick it up and does it for us automatically. So that's going to be really cool. But All the other hard diaries have other things that we need to do, like construction, rune crafting, crafting, and just everything needs a little bit of work. And they just will give us some more teleports and some more unlocks along the way. And yeah, I can't end the Slayer episode without all the grinds that we were doing. So let's start off with opening these 21 brimstone keys. And our first key, it will be, and that actually wasn't that bad of a 21 brimstone keys. We got a bunch of alcohols and a bunch of money and some diamonds for crafting XP, and same with rubies. And I don't know what's supposed to be good or not. I don't think there's anything too crazy you're supposed to get from it, but I'll take the money. And let me just bank this way fast and we'll just do these caskets. I'm not too sure what exactly I want from these caskets, but what we do want are actually pages for our unholy book. So not you. We want pages for our unholy books, which require 4 pages of each respecting book. So let's just hope that we get those. Also, it'd be really cool to get some blessed d'hide for just having d'hide with some extra prayer bonus. So let's just start with our easy caskets. We got a firelighter collection log. Ooh, a Zamrock robe top. And nothing too crazy from the easy ones so far. Medium caskets. Ooh, a master clue scroll and a trimmed mithril full helm. Let's keep going. Ooh, 2 duplicate armadillo pages. We do want the armadillo pages too. An ancient miter. Oh, and actually some tinted blue. Oh, this is actually like kind of like a kit. And purple elegant pants. And the last 2 caskets are for medium. Nothing. Should I do this master clue scroll before we open the other ones, because we can get a chance of another one? Let's see what the first step is. All right, we'll give it a shot. This man's a cabbage. Yep, can't do it. Heavy whip. We don't have the Slayer level to even do abyssal demons, which is actually 85, and that is something that we want, but not today. I guess goodbye, master clue scroll. Our pages into this book, and we do want to finish this book because this was going to be our ranger's book for anything we want to do with ranged. But okay, hard clue scroll and give us some blessed d'hide. Black d'hide, alcohols, and another master clue scroll. Can we do it? We cannot. Blessed d'hide. Woohoo! Armadillo page 1. It's looking good. It's looking good. No duplicates, please. If I leave this in our inventory, we're going to get more of it. A Zamrak piece and a Guthix piece. And Guthix kite shield. Blessed d'hide. Zamrak plate body. Narda TP. Blue d'hide trimmed. Well, I guess so. We don't have a blue d'hide yet. Last one, we got nothing. Our only 2 elite caskets will give us Gothic's page. Oh, there's the duplicate. Pest control teleports and nothing good here. If this was a glory, that would have been great, but no, we just got the gold version of it. Well, anyway, I got a bunch of bank space to clear up, but yeah, that was actually a pretty decent grind, and that was long because every time we got a clue scroll, we had to stop to do it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.